Hello and welcome to, or welcome back to my channel. I'm Titleless Musings, and today I have a bit of a chatty journal with me for you. I am setting up my October pages today for my personal journal, which is very exciting. I can't believe that the time is already upon us. And I thought that I would share that with you since it's kind of exciting, it's kind of fun to set up a new month in the journal. I thought I would walk you through what I'm doing with this spread. So for October, I originally had the idea of doing a ghost theme, and the ghost theme does kind of stick. As you can see here right now, I traced and cut out this translucent ghost. I just did on tracing paper, and originally I was going to trace it into the journal, but I liked the idea of actually having like the translucent ghost in the journal, that it kind of looks like the letters will go behind it. But as I was starting to come up with the theme, I decided as well that I kind of associate October with horror movies. Obviously there's no one time of year to watch horror movies, but I like to watch horror movies a lot in October, so I ended up going with like a black and white ghost horror movie kind of vibe. I'm really actually quite happy with it. I don't usually like to draw that much, to be honest, so I much prefer the spreads that allow me to do a lot of collaging, which is what this spread allowed me to do. This is actually one of my favorite October spreads that I've ever done. It's quite simple in the grand scheme of things. It's a lot more collage than it is creativity, but then again, there's also a lot of creativity that has to go into collage work. So on the right side page, I always have just the title page. It's just Hello October. That page usually stays pretty simple from month to month. You may remember going back to like my August spreads, if you saw those, that it was just like a sunset and just with Hello August written over it. That's very much what this page is, but the page on the left is always my collage page, and this time it actually really defined the theme. But usually my monthly collage pages are just for fun. They're just kind of things that I've been thinking about in a month. In this month, though, I decided to apply the noir filter to every photo that I printed out. Some of these are my own photos. They're like screenshots that I took. Others are ones that I just found on Pinterest. So like this Ghosts Sure one is actually one that I just found by looking for black and white aesthetic on Pinterest. Some of these like J memes that I have are from like a K-pop group that I like. If you're not part of my K-pop audience, you may be wondering who this guy is. He's a K-pop idol. And I just put the noir filter over everything to kind of go with that black and white theme. That's a photo of Taylor Swift down there on the left, so as you can see, it does kind of get away from the Halloween theme and just more into the black and white theme, but you know what, that's okay. We went into it with a theme and we came out with a collage that I actually really enjoyed, so. While recording this voiceover, I realized that some of you might have no idea why I'm picking the photos that I am on this page, and some of you are probably just here to see the journal and have absolutely no idea what's going on, so I thought I would just like quickly give you a recap that I am a channel that does a lot of journaling. I also do a lot of things related to my fandoms, mostly regarding Taylor Swift or the K-pop group ENHYPEN, so that's pretty much what's going on that page. That's the best way I can describe it quickly. We've now flipped the page and we are working on the monthly soundtrack. Now, the monthly soundtrack is my favorite monthly spread to have in the entire world. My monthly soundtrack is always 2 pages and it's always 12 songs. Those songs can either be ones that came out that month or songs that I just discovered that month. They could even just be songs I listened to that month. They could come out years ago, but I just listened to them a lot that month. If I listen to them enough that I'm like, wow, this song feels definitive of my month, then it goes on the monthly soundtrack. Now, my monthly soundtrack is always 12 songs with the exception of this December. This December I had the idea. Originally I was going to do like the 12 songs of Christmas. You know, I thought that was really clever wordplay for a second. But I listened to too many songs in December to just warrant 12. So instead I'm going to be doing 24 songs of December. And I'll be doing a song a day from the 1st of December through the 24th. But December is a long time away, as is October, because it is the first week of August for me right now when I'm recording this. I'm doing a bunch of pre-recording because the rest of my year is pretty busy and I'm just not going to have time to sit and film as much as I'd like. So if you're wondering, Titleless, why are all these videos out of order? Why are you talking about things that have already come up on your channel? That is why. So I hope you'll excuse any mistakes that I make. Similarly, I hope that you won't find the subtitles versus voiceover too irritating, Any videos that were filmed kind of before August will have subtitles, and you'll see those. Obviously, you can know those are pre-recorded. The voiceover ones are because I got a mic recently, and I will be doing this going forward for pretty much every video. I'm really enjoying doing the voiceovers and getting to speak in real time on what I'm doing. I do voiceover after the video is filmed, so I have hindsight for a lot of these things, like for the fact that the box here on the left page, all the way on the left, is actually a little bit too big, but I didn't realize that when I was filming, so if you notice that, just pretend you don't, you know, imperfections are what make a journal after all. It did take me an absolute lifetime to make these boxes, so I did cut some of it out so that you don't get too bored of it. But again, it's a tedious task, but I really enjoy this spread, and I think that if you try it, you might enjoy it as well. We're in the last minute of this video, so I figured I would just explain this wrap-up real quick. I'm using a gray mild liner marker here to break up the spread between song and title. Originally, I was going to put a lyric on the right page, but I couldn't find one that I was really vibing with, so I literally just write October soundtrack. This side, this October, looks pretty decent. The soundtrack gradually gets smaller and smaller until it looks like I am whispering. But again, you know, imperfections are what make a journal. That's what I keep reminding myself. But we're about at the end of the video now. I'm about to show the final look. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I hope that this has brought you some inspiration or that you just had a little bit of a laugh today. Thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you next time.